Oh man, some of this stuff is just too funny sometimes. So I've just been observing, witnessing, acknowledging the differences in my expression. Over the last year since I went down south, I ended up in a very affluent financial circle again, and it had happened previously in my journey. So this time I just stopped, and I actually just shut up for 18 months. Believe it or not, I didn't say anything for about 18 months. It was at least 12. I think I'm just going to keep cruising. Actually, I'm cruising at the moment. I'm going to keep cruising because I want to talk to this subject. And I just shut up and I listened, and I did that partially because I felt that it was going to be very easy for me to become excluded from the circle if I didn't play my cards right. I'd recognised that it had happened multiple times before in my journey, and for whatever different reasons I'd end up going away. And this time I wanted to stay and see what it was that Creator had to show me from it. So I did that, and what I learnt was that the affluent people, financially affluent people, were very diligent workers. Yes, they were wealthy. They were wealthy because they were smart with their money. I replayed a quote, so to speak, on Facebook this morning, and it was something like, a seed will grow into a tree and bear fruit if you water it. And it's basically, the same with our finances. There's no difference to a seed, and if we put it into something that will work for us, like a savings account, or a fixed term deposit, or something else, then or invest in something we can make money on, or in ourselves even, for example, then it will eventually grow into a tree. If we continue to nurture it, it'll eventually grow into a tree, and it will eventually nurture us. And as those of you who are keeping in touch with me will know, I'm living in Napier at the moment, and there's two basic routes to go from where I'm living into the city in Napier, and one goes along the coastline, which is where I am now, and it's really beautiful, it's peaceful, it's got hardly any traffic on it, and it nurtures my being, it nurtures my soul, so to speak. It's like medicine. And the other one, which is the one that appears 90% of the community take, or 95 even, goes straight through the hustle and bustle, and it's not nurturing, it's not nice, it's just simply what it is. It's the path that most people take, and it goes through built up areas. It doesn't go via the coast, it doesn't go via a peaceful route. And if you Google map it, it's actually a minute longer. Well, how about that? You don't say. So, I don't go that way anymore. Funny that. I just take the peaceful, nurturing route, which gives me all this beautiful stuff out here. Let me see if I can capture it. No, it's not going to happen. Hang on a minute. I'll push the envelope. Looks like my camera might be a bit dirty, but it's just beautiful. I've actually driven past town and I'm on the way out the other side. Yeah, Napier is a huge place. It's absolutely huge. And anyway, so I thought that was worth sharing, because I come across it all the time. People just don't do their research, don't check things out, and they actually find out, Range Rover, for example, classic example, Range Rover. P38, the first of the new shape, 4.6 HSE sports engine in them, 0 to 100 in 9.7 seconds, consumes about 1.6 to 1.8 litres per 100 more than a V6 Hilux. Well, it cost you $2,000. It cost you $2,000 years ago just to put a stereo. Range Rover's got like 12 speakers in it. The sound's just off the Richter scale. It's beautiful. It's one of the Queen's fleet. You're never ever going to create a vehicle like a Hilux for the cost that you're going to, and it's $2,500. You can buy a Range Rover HSE for $2,500 any day of the week, pretty much. If you can't, it'll be the next week. They can be expensive to fix. They do drink a lot of petrol, But, you know, like I said, if you do the figures, it's 1.6, 1.8 litres per 100 more than a Hilux. And the driving experience is uncomparable. Anyway, that's my buzz, 5 minutes 12, bit long, but I hope there's some value in it for you. See you.